Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I am a big fan of Ecomi, OMI, and the VV platform. I've been in this community since the get-go, since the very beginning, and one of the reasons why it is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies is because it is one of my biggest gainers in the cryptocurrency space so far. So I'm going to do something in this video that I don't do very often, and that is do a long-term price prediction of the OMI token. So the reason why I don't really do short-term price predictions and stuff like that much is because I suck at it. Like, you know, every time I do a price prediction, it like kills what was going on with the price. If the price was dumping and I start trying to predict it, it just starts pumping. If it was pumping and I try to predict it, it just starts dumping. So I don't do it. But I'm gonna do some things a little different in this video. I'm gonna do a long-term price prediction, try to predict when we're gonna have our hit our previous all-time high, and then we'll talk about where I think the price can go after that, and just a couple other little caveats to the price of the OMI token. So if you're excited about that, you know what to do. Let's just get right into this video right here. So right now we can see, first thing I want to talk about is the token supply and all of the tokens and stuff like that that's going on with OMI. So OMI is known to be burning a lot of tokens, like they're constantly burning tokens. So that's just something to keep in mind, that price could actually do some very interesting things once there is some type of supply shock or anything like that going on with the token supply. We're seeing that we're at a market cap right now of $495 million, which is actually pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, it's not in the billions, it's not billions and billions of dollars and stuff like that. It was billions of dollars when it was at its all-time high, but right now it's at 495, which is actually not that bad. So let's just look at this chart right here and talk about the price, the actual price prediction. Now I'm going to do this in some very interesting ways that you may or may have not seen before. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a long-term fib circle on this chart. It's going to look like this, and what this is if you want to draw a fib circle, you're going to take this line from here and you're going to bring it from the top of the pattern all the way down to the bottom of the pattern. And then of course when you do technical analysis, everything is not really on point, so you kind of want to just move it around a little bit and make sure that, you know, you can, if you want to see if these indicators can match up to what's actually happened on the price action before, and then you can see, hey, maybe this might have some type of, you know, say of what's going to happen in the future. So right here, kind of lining that up to the best of our abilities right there. And what this is showing us, hold on, let me mute the moving averages. Now what this is showing us is actually the Fibonacci scale over time and up and down. So when you do a normal Fibonacci retracement, you're just going Fibonacci numbers from the bottom of the price action to the top of the price action. Now this is giving you the Fibonacci numbers in a full circle. So you're getting from the in a full circle, you know, so you're getting those numbers as such. And what this is telling me when I zoom in is a couple of different things. We can see that right here, when we were in this 1.68 level, that's when the price got pretty pumpy over here, and then it started to come down as soon as it hit this one level right here, and then it just kind of went straight down when it hit that one level, and then it went right into the 768, and then it bounced all the way off the one level. When it bounced off of the one level for the second time, that's what catapulted it up right there. And then the price action just kind of respected these lines. You know, see, it was riding this circle right here, broke above it, and then it started going up, and then it was riding these circles in different movements. This circle right here, which is the 0.68, was the double top resistance, and then it was resistance over here. The price was riding down it, and then the price was riding along this 0.5 circle. It respected this this 0.618 circle here, retested it, crashed until it hit the 0.78 circle right here, and then it went straight down once it was in the one. You know, it went straight down when it was in the one again, like it did over here. It went straight down as soon as it got into the one right there. So right now what we're seeing is we're in this level again where the price in this 1.168, where the price likes to start getting pretty bullish, just like it did over here in that area. And we've been going up, you know, from here. We found ourselves a nice little short-term bottom right there. So that's not going to be enough to give me a nice price prediction of what's going on here. So the next thing I'm going to add is I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to add a shift pitchfork right here. And what this is giving me is some up and down levels on this chart. And all I did was I brought the bottom of this pitchfork to around this support level right here. I brought it up to the top of our most recent one of our most recent highs right here, and then I brought it down to the bottom over here. And what we can see is, and I took a little bit of time and I adjusted them, like, did I want to do it from here or did I want to do it from there? It didn't really matter because the price was actually, you know, the price was actually matching this pretty good no matter where I put it at. So once I came from this bottom to this top to this bottom, it was pretty good. All these tops right here are in kind of the same place, but I wanted this to start earlier back, so that's what I did. But we can see that price is respecting this area. That's where I started it from. And then as this line came down right here, we can see that that was the resistance. This next line ended up being the actual support, and then it actually ended up being the actual resistance. And then we can see that that trend just kind of kept up with this pitchfork right here, and it came and then it went down in this area right here. So this is giving us some levels going up and down on the chart that we might be able to see. So what I did was I added this pitchfork in with this fib circle right here. And sorry if that yellow is not really pleasing to the eye. I just wanted to use something that was noticeable. Purple ain't gonna really cut it. I don't know. Let me just maybe make it a little more see-through or something. Oh, I know what I could do. I could actually just take out the background and leave it like that. Now let's do the same thing with this pitchfork. Let's remove the background real quick. Boom. That way we just get stuck with the lines on this chart. And we zoom in. What do we see? We see that we got our horizontal lines and we got our sideways lines. We got ourselves a nice little grid going on right here. And right now we're in this level where the price likes to go up. So we can see maybe we might want to come up in the short term and test this 0.002 level until we hit about September of this year. And then see what happens to the price right there. At that point, it might start riding up this line, or it might break straight past it and come back down and test this level here. But what this is telling me is, if we go to the next circle, or even if we go to this circle, the bottom, if we just came straight down, the bottom will probably be this previous resistance. Let me zoom in right here. If we came past this level and we came straight down, we might hit a resistance point right here on this circle right there. And that price will be somewhere around, you know, 0.001 if we get super bearish. And then if things really go bad once we pass out of this circle, then you know, somewhere down here, 0.001. But if we go to the next circle in this whole thing, we can see that somewhere around April 2023, we might have some interesting things going on for the OMI token. But zooming back up in here, if we bounce on this level, I'm thinking we might go sideways along this level, maybe test the top again at 0.002. But when we get to this line right here, which is the 1.68, we are super bullish in that area. So we might just ride up this until we hit the next level in this pitchfork, where it has acted as resistance a bunch of times in previous days. Key levels to watch for this chart right here. The bottom of the OMI token should be around here. If the price starts going down and it gets really bearish, that will be 0.0009 right there. Now the top, getting back to the previous all-time highs, when could that happen? According to this little make-believe chart that I put together right here, we can see that it might be somewhere around, let's see, boom, right here, March of 2023. Pretty interesting. You know what? I'm gonna mark that date just to say March 2023. We might be back at the all-time high of OMI in that period of time. Now that I'm looking at this all over again, I'm thinking, hey, since I put the pitchfork on this level, I can probably maybe do the circle on this level, and things would happen a little bit faster and be a little bit more interesting right here. And it still plays out in a different way. Now, this is one of the reasons why I don't like price predictions, because you can kind of adjust it sometimes because you're trying to predict the future. But this, if I was using this circle and this from our local top and our local high, and I did a short-term price prediction on it, we can see this circle is actually holding up very well, just like it was before. We rode up it right now on the 0.618, and then we would see October, we can see ourselves at around 0.002, or even if we were to pump straight up, around October, the highest we probably get to is 0.0066. Breaking past that, coming down or whatever. But anyways, price prediction, getting back to the all-time high, March 25th. I think it's gonna happen around that time according to my predictions just for this video. What about the future price of the OMI token? Where do I think it could get to if I bring this Fibonacci retracement from the bottom to the top? Let me mute everything else on this chart. From the bottom to the top right here, and then I double it. And put my fib circle back, and I bring it to that same date. Boom. Close my fib circle out. Bam. Things get extremely bullish. We can see the price of the OMI token after the all-time high. We can see it hitting somewhere around 2.5 cents, and if things go really crazy and get really parabolic, then it could go to 14 cents. But when it gets to that 0.02 level, that's going to be a part of the circle where we historically go down. So I don't know if you like this video. I don't know if I like this video, but I sure had fun making it. It's cool to just get out there, speculate, draw some interesting things on the chart, use some of the tools that I know how to use, and come up with some educated guesses for the price of the OMI token. So, in conclusion of this video, price of the OMI token once we hit past the all-time high, 0.025 cents, which is actually not bad from where we are today. And the long-term price prediction of OMI for now, 14 cents, which is not bad from where we are today. The absolute low, if we do dip from here, at around 0.0009 cent for the OMI token. All this is to be taken with a grain of salt, because of course there are tokens being burned and there are utilities being created for the token. Some of those utilities actually burn more tokens and stuff like that, so we can see very interesting things happening with the price of OMI. But yeah, hope you guys like this video, had fun making it. Like the channel, subscribe to the video, scratch that, flip it, reverse it like Missy Elliott. RIP to crypto roots. Think positive, and positive things will happen. Till next time, peace.